Welcome back to the Stickball Podcast. Today is episode 10, the long-awaited episode 10. It's good to be back at the table, everybody. I think we're going to start it off with a little sports segment, as usual. To get right into it, we're going to start off with the NHL. Big news this week. We got a new goal-scoring record broken, and, let's just start there. What are everyone's thoughts?
Yeah, that was an incredible night. I mean, it was during the day. Yeah, during the day. But I'd say when he tied it, I thought it was really cool to see him score 2 goals that night and then get to 894 and then go into Long Island, where Alex is from. He's going up against the Islanders. And then
on Long Island.
I got a take on that, but I'll talk about it after.
But, it was kind of cool to see. And then he scored on Sorokin, which was nice. And they were, cool about it after. So I think it's, it's a historic night. But, I mean, when you look at, total points, I mean, nobody's catching Gretzky. So, but I still think it's a great accomplishment for Alex Ovechkin, and congrats to him.
Yeah, so I was watching Ovechkin against – what was the game he scored 2? He was playing.
The Hurricane?
No, it was
I thought it –
the Blackhawks.
Was in Chicago,
Blackhawks.
The Blackhawks, yeah.
So he's playing the Blackhawks. He scores 1 goal. I'm like, great. I don't want him to break this record against the Islanders, obviously. Like that's just gonna embarrass us. And then he scores another one. So he's got 2 goals in the Blackhawks. I'm like, please just do the hat trick, finish it doing it in Washington. Game ends, he didn't finish it. So I'm like, of course it's gonna happen against the Islanders, and my team is once again gonna hold the record, hold someone else's record. So
what do you mean once again? Who else has done that?
The Islanders, they always
Gretzky scored his 894th on the Islanders.
He did?
Yeah.
Exactly that.
There you go.
And then also every rookie scores against the Islanders their first goal. It's
why? Because the Islanders are pretty I think.
Well, who's out of playoffs first?
Us.
Yeah.
Everyone's
So
it's fine. Whatever.
So then I talked to my dad, and he goes, "I'm going to this game." Now we looked online, and the tickets
they were ridiculously expensive.
Sky high
Holy
prices.
shit.
They were like $1,000.
Going for $1,000.
Yeah. And so my dad says, I'm going to the game, and I'm going to be in a suite. So his friend who works for the NHL got an opportunity to bring my dad to the suite.
Is that Mayor Marty?
Well, that's his other friend.
Yeah.
But we're going to call my dad in now and ask him about his experience, because he did have a pretty crazy matinee game. So let me call him right now.
That's a sick game to be at.
Yeah. My uncle was there too.
Really?
Oh, really?
My cousin's first hockey game. She's like,
Wow.
Yeah, probably
you
didn't
did
know
tell
what
us
was
that,
going
yeah.
on, but still, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, Dad, we're on Stickball Podcast on the sports segment, and we're calling to hear about your historic matinee Islander game against the Capitals. So, first of all, we want to ask you, what happened? Tell us the story.
Sure. It was the craziest day. I have a friend who works for the NHL, and he offered me a ticket. I didn't know it was going to be suite level or anything, so he said, yeah, just buy the parking pass. And we went to UBS to watch the Islanders play. And it was I knew potentially it could be the day that Ovechkin scored the goal. But so anyway, so I didn't really know that I was going to be on that level. So once we got on that level, we were about 2 or 3 doors down from the suite that I saw a bunch of different people. Gary, Bettman was there. I saw Boychuk. I saw Josh Bailey. I saw Kash Patel, who's the head of the FBI. And then I saw Wayne Gretzky there, sitting in there with his wife. So I was just eyeballing them from where our suite was and just kind of watching the game. And it was, again, I had no idea that I was going to be able to have that access. And then what happened next is that I have another friend who, his name's Marty Walsh, and I don't know if any of the guys that are there from Massachusetts or Boston, but he used to be the mayor of Boston.
Yep.
And he's a personal friend. We had mutual friends in college, so we used to hang out. We used to hang out years ago. And after, just to fast forward, after he was mayor of Boston, He went to work for Joe Biden under his cabinet. He's a union guy, a labor union guy. But then while he was at Joe Biden, or while Joe Biden was president, I don't know, I guess he got a better offer and now became the head of the NHLPA, the Players Association. And so he negotiates contracts. Anyway.
Like the craziest jobs this guy has.
Yeah,
That's the weirdest career path.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's well deserved. Marty Walsh is a pretty incredible guy. Anyway, so I texted him just as a friend. I was like, "Hey, you happen to be?" And he knew the guy I was with because these guys both work for the NHL. But I was like, "You happen to be at UBS?" He said, "Yeah, I'm actually here, and I'm at this suite level." I said, "Actually, I'm in a suite." He said, "Oh, okay." So in between the second and third period, we met. And he came over, and I was like, "Yeah, I was trying to get." In between periods, you'd walk out, and you'd see Wayne Gretzky walk by to use the bathroom or just kind of take a break, and he'd be stopped at security. He'd be stopped by some kids, some adults, some fans, and he was really incredibly nice. And he would sign autographs, etc. I was standing there, but he got busy. I took a picture of myself standing there, which you probably have. You could flash up on your screen.
Yeah. Well,
and then what happened was, he never stopped to say hello to me. But when Marty came around, I saw him, and I was like, "Yeah, that happened." I told him that story, and he's like, "Well, I'm actually going to go have a meeting with Bettman, and I have to meet with Wayne Gretzky." And I'm like, my mind's blown, and I'm like, "Wow, what are you talking about, Marty? Like, you're my buddy, and you're going in there to have a negotiation with Bettman on player negotiations, and Gretzky's part of the conversation, etc." And sure enough, Marty waves me in and was like, "Hey, come on in here." So me and my buddy Matt went into the suite, and Matt knew guys. He knows everybody from the NHL. Because he works there. He works in promotions. He does all of the what's the game on New Year's, Winter Classic. And, he works with the company that does the drone footage, the flyovers and the fly-throughs of all the arenas for all different sports. That group, he hires them to do stuff. So he's well known with all these guys. And so Marty was standing there. He introduces me to Bettman, who was, as much as people say different things about the man, he was the nicest guy. He was a great guy. And he ended up taking a picture. Marty had asked Gretzky, I shake his hand. He said, "Yeah, no problem." He was very, very nice. And it's me and Marty. And again, you can show that picture. It's me and Marty. And Bettman is actually the photographer. He was taking the shot, which was absolutely mind-blowing. Like, why am I in this crowd?
All right. Well, thank you, Dad, for calling in. We appreciate your time, and I'm glad you had a great experience at the Islander-Washington Capitals game. So we appreciate it. Thank you. Insane.
That's
insane story.
crazy.
I just couldn't believe it because he's texting me these pictures, and I'm I just expected him to go to the Islander game, watch that sick goal, and come home. But
seeing a
that's
great.
awesome. That's awesome.
met some of his childhood heroes. So
Yeah, it's crazy.
All right, so moving on, we're gonna go to college basketball because the finals were this weekend, and
Yesterday.
Florida yesterday. Yeah, this weekend,
That's what
yesterday.
I was
And Florida Gators have won the championship.
Yeah.
So let's just recap the last game and even the Duke-Houston game, which was pretty crazy.
We could start off with the Duke-Houston, and then work our way into the championship. That Duke-Houston game was crazy. Duke has it the whole way, you feel like, and then
Boom.
that
Fell
final
The
second
Cougars strike.
half. The Cougars do strike. That's Kaliri's team.
They are my team. Yeah, that's a great game. Duke struggled in the last half of the second half. Couldn't make a shot, and Houston, props to their defense, but they also kind of figured it out and came together for the.
No, yeah, they did.
For the win.
They really did figure it out. I didn't really believe in that Houston team that much going into the tournament.
I don't think anyone believed.
I thought,
at least in that game.
I think what I thought Purdue was going to be the team that would knock them out. You have Braden Smith, who's the best player one of the best players in college basketball, and then Houston's defense just able to figure out a way to lock them up. After that game, that was when I was like, whoa, Houston might be a real deal team, and then they end up going to the finals, and I'm like, damn.
I had them winning from the start. I'm so mad.
Well, Houston, every year they're supposed to be good.
They're always
and
good.
then they don't.
They're always known,
make it far.
They're always known for their defense. I feel like it's just there's always that one game where Houston will just collapse on offense or something like that. But their defense has always been great. You saw the game against, I think it was Tennessee at the start. They just had them on locks, and they were up by 20 or something. It was something around there. And after that, it was just this team is really good. Houston might be a team to watch out for.
And they were.
And they were. They beat Duke. Duke was.
No one thought that was happening.
Duke, I thought, was winning.
Duke was
so
so
don't
dominant.
make a field goal with 10 minutes to go. The last 10
Yeah.
minutes of the game.
And Cooper Flagg too.
Sucks.
He played a great game, and he's probably the best player
Yeah,
in college basketball.
He's gonna be great.
And then that last shot too, he was supposed to.
It's not even a bad shot.
Right off
supposed
the
to win
front
it.
rim. That is his
you
shot.
see it.
Yeah. And here's some stats that we have. Duke led Houston in field goal percentage, free throw attempts, assists. They had fewer turnovers and more steals. In the tournament history, 335-0 for teams leading in those categories, and now it's 335-1 because
Not anymore.
yeah.
Damn.
Wow.
So Duke kind of just
It's
broke down at
335-1
the end.
now.
It's insane stats you
Yeah.
can find. Also talking another Final Four game, the Florida-Auburn game. That was
Yeah.
a pretty good one to watch too. Auburn was a great team. They were a young team. You had guys like Todd Bedford, and then you had Janai Broom, who's
Yeah, and then you got the 25-year-old who's come back for
Oh
this
my
8th season or some
God.
shit.
There's so many of these guys that are just late 20s that I guess still have a year of
From
eligibility.
from COVID.
It's insane.
I don't know how that's
crazy.
possible. I'm
just
not sure.
That's just
how.
a problem in all of college sports. You see it in football too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it
these
is.
My
guys that are
COVID,
they
27 years
eligibility.
old,
shouldn't you have a job and a mortgage by
and
now?
a
God.
family. So
But yeah, that game was crazy, and then finally the finals, it was Houston's game, and then
But how
Florida
fitting, though,
won it.
they've played that against Duke, they came back against that, and then it just happened to them. It's kind of fitting, it feels like, but I don't know. I didn't love the ending.
had the
of
ball
that.
with 12 seconds left, and then the three.
Bro, no,
They were
don't shoot
locked.
a three.
Locked
No.
down.
Yeah, they were locked, but that doesn't help that you have your entire team that's just. I already said that it's running in circles on the 3-point line,
Yeah.
not doing anything. If you're gonna settle for a shot, then take a quick shot and try to get. It's not gonna be perfect. It's never with 12 seconds to go in the game, you're not gonna get an open perfect look. You just gotta settle for what's good enough. And
Yeah, and I feel like
I don't know. Eventually, use a timeout. That's what I was gonna say. You got when
Yeah.
you see everyone panicking, you got a timeout. Use one. It costs you 6 seconds, but at least you can regroup, and then maybe tweak the play a little bit, get something better.
when I look at Ralph Sampson, the head coach of Houston, he kind of seems like a more conservative coach. I feel like when I look at him, I don't think he's a coach that would go for the win. And seeing that how they played that last possession out, it was kind of crazy to me. And then you saw what he said in his post game interview. He was like, we only had 5 assists. Our guys weren't making shots in the post. We found a lot of great open looks, but we couldn't get guys to make them, and that's why their assist total was so low. They couldn't hit shots on offense, and as I was saying before, Houston's offense can break down sometimes, and that kind of what happened there in the last little bit of that game, and allowed Florida to take that lead at the end.
Sharp the second time.
Houston
Almost getting
the
called for
coach
his
looked
travel.
pissed.
Yeah,
that guy.
He
Like,
was
he
not
was like-
happy.
He was just like,
He just lost
He kinda
half
just
the
stood
title.
there.
he was looking
kinda
there.
just
Yeah, he
stood
just
there.
stood there and he like couldn't believe his eyes because, I mean, props to the guy that was guarding that last shot because he had him
Great
on
closeout.
locks, and then the guy shoots it up. It like falls down. He can't touch it because it's what would happen if he touched
It
it?
would've
It's
been
a travel,
travel.
which happened already. That
Yeah.
happened to the same guy. Sharp did the same exact thing against Duke, except I mean it didn't cost him the game, but
Yeah.
it cost him a possession. Same scenario. He gets the ball, he's going for the shot, then he realizes the defender's closing him out,
Yeah.
and he tries to pull back and keep his foot on the ground, but it didn't work. He traveled. This time he at least let go of the ball. No one, I don't think, realized that he couldn't touch the ball until like 3 seconds after it happened. Like everyone just froze.
Yeah.
And then by that time, Florida was on the ball, jumped on the ball, game over.
I mean, I
Had
feel
no
like you
chance.
have to give props to Walter Clayton Jr. He played a hell of a tournament for Florida. I mean, in those
Yeah, he
the
did.
last few scenarios of the games where he'd throw up just the craziest shit and it would somehow go in. I still don't know how he
That's
makes
March, baby. Though.
some fadeaways from the corner with guys all over him or up top. It just makes no sense. In that high pressure scenario, like you got to be. That's a clutch play right there, and
Yeah.
he just did that too many times where it's just like this guy is scary. That Florida team just. They really proved that they were the best team in the country.
And it sucks that Cooper Flag won't end his. This is probably it for Cooper
Yeah,
Flag
he won't come back.
in terms of college ball, but it sucks that he won't end it with the championship.
I mean, like, yeah, I would have loved to see that for him. I mean,
Just for him, though, not for Duke.
not for Duke.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really like Duke in general. I mean, I hate Grayson Allen. That's one of my least favorite guys.
Oh, my God.
But,
Don't even start on that bitch, bro. F him.
I think it really would have been nice
I
for
hate
him.
him.
Him and his guys there, like Tyrese Proctor. He's played at Duke for a while. I really like his game. I mean, I think it would have been great. And then the new coach, or he's not new, but he's like a couple years, John Shire, I think
Yeah.
his name, something like that. But yeah, it would have been really cool.
Yeah,
He's
they're
after
not-
Coach
they're
K,
not-
right?
They're not
Yeah,
going
he was
away.
after Coach K.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're definitely not going away. They got the Boozer
along.
twins
Yep.
coming next year, and that'll be nice to see because I don't know which one got Gatorade Player of the Year, but they're great in high school right now.
Full Boozer, bro. He got Gatorade Player of the Year. That's all you got to know.
But yeah, that'll be fun to see next year. But overall, kind of like underwhelming tournament. I feel like we didn't see a lot of big upsets. Like only one I can really think of. Arkansas played well the first 2 rounds, but like
Second time in history that there's only been
McNeese.
Mr. Ora,
McNeese
man.
beat Clemson.
And then Amir Khan left. He's going to NC State to go work with the coach. He's going to be a manager
Really?
there. Yeah.
your Michigan State guy just committed to the draft.
Oh
today,
yeah,
too.
Jace Richardson's going to the draft. So congrats to him. And who is it?
He
Trey
won't-
Holloman just
Yeah.
transferred. So yeah, that team's kind of going down right now. But they'll still figure it out.
All right, yeah, and then the tournament challenge, Caleri won.
Yep.
Clear
He
to
had
win,
he
yeah.
had the Gators.
No, I didn't.
No, yeah.
Did you not have
I
the
used
Gators?
him,
Nick
but-
had the Gators.
but-
Maisano got the right team, though.
Oh yeah, you got the
Maisano
right.
did
In his
get
eyes,
that.
he won.
Maisano didn't crack 1,000 points. He could
Yeah, yeah. All right, so that'll wrap it up for our sports segment. But we're gonna throw it down to Stickball Chat, where Maisano has
Big surprises,
Surprises.
he says. Let's see.
Apparently, there's no surprises according to Caleri, but
I
we'll
don't
see
know.
what
He's held
happens.
into that.
So just stick around.
Welcome back to the Stickball Podcast. It's time for Stickball Chat, episode 10. We made it. Can you believe it?
Big surprises.
Big
Big
surprises.
surprise, the big
hey,
one
You said
up.
I wasn't going to have big surprises. You may want to take your headphones off for this one.
We're doing this now.
What
Take
the
off your
hell?
I think we
headphones.
should wait.
What the
Take
hell
them
do you
off.
have
No, wait,
planned?
can we build up? to
No,
this?
take off your headphones right now.
What the hell do you have planned for
I have
this?
a big prize. Here it is.
Oh God!
I can't do it. Why won't it do it? You can't make this up. There it is. Happy 10th episode.
Oh, my.
It's only episode 10. What the hell are you gonna do for episode 100? We even make it.
You can't make that
This
up.
is the surprise.
Are you going to clean this up?
We're all going to clean it up.
Are you
You
kidding
I'm not
me?
cleaning this up.
I can't even believe I had so much trouble popping this.
Yeah, we've had no problem.
Maybe you
in
should hit the
past.
gym.
Holy
There was
shit.
the big surprise.
Damn.
I've never had trouble breaking this open, but happy
Hey, you
10th. Happy 10th episode. Is it all over me?
Oh my God!
Can you believe it? 10 episodes.
10
Here-
episodes.
10
Here's-
episodes and 10,000 pieces of confetti to pick up after this. is
Here's to
over.
10 more.
Fuck you.
I'm getting blank stares from the back. Look at this. They are.
Did he bring a vacuum?
No, we're gonna use our hands.
Oh my.
I've reached my breaking
Wait,
point.
here's the cleaning. There's the cleaning lady walking in the hall, so maybe she can
Oh
help
God,
us out.
she's gonna have a heart attack when she
Yeah.
sees this.
This
Yeah.
is Nick.
But did you like the big
I appreciate
surprise?
your thought.
Big surprise.
That's a hey. Nobody does it like Stickball Podcast.
No,
It has a good-
nope.
it's a
Not
good
like
thought.
only on Stickball Chat you'll see this. But all right, let's get right into it. What are we talking about first?
We're doing the recap from the April 2nd game. We mentioned last week that we were gonna be going to the Yankee game versus who were they against?
Diamondbacks.
Diamondbacks.
Wait,
yeah.
before we get into that, let's point out our new banner here. Look at this.
Oh yeah.
From Alex's parents. Thank you.
Thank you for the donation from the De La Teja family.
This is beautiful.
This
banner.
is,
beautiful banner.
It's gorgeous. Thank you.
Yeah. All right.
It's-
let's keep going.
It's
So that-
pretty. It's a pretty little thing up there, isn't it?
April 2nd game, Diamondbacks pretty much dismantled the Yankees in that game.
Not really.
Zach
It was
Ga-
4-3.
Zach Gallen had 13 Ks. I don't think he even allowed a run.
But we saw the home run at the end of the game, 9th inning home.
Volpe, my boy.
Volpe
I
had
wasn't
a
in the food
3-run
line.
shot. Let's play the clip.
Bang.
And that probably made the night because that was
witnessed
that
it
was a
in
tough
person,
game.
live.
Rodon
just
sucks.
It was cold.
I want Rodon traded.
It was
He
freezing.
sucks.
It was so windy, and your bum asses decided to sit in the open.
Meanwhile,
No.
our girlfriends wore these crop tops and a sweatshirt.
It was
thinking,
not tank
thinking
top
it was
weather. It was
summer.
not
I don't know
tank
what
top
the hell
weather.
was
It was
going
windy.
on.
It was not
rainy,
it was
and like
windy
40
rainy.
degrees.
That was not.
Yeah, and they bought $20 blankets. Thank God it was
Which,
$20
yeah, helped.
because everything else in that store is
Yeah, it's a-
70.
100.
Yeah,
So
but for $4 tickets, it was not bad.
not bad.
Nope.
No, it was a fun game.
And we moved. We didn't
uh,
even sit in a grandstand. We sat in the 200s.
Yeah,
But
and we will be back.
we will be
Yeah,
back.
I'd love to go back.
Next
That'd be
April
good.
Fools, right?
Well,
Yeah.
I meant this season. Hopefully, maybe this season.
Yeah. You didn't get jumped, by the way.
I didn't get jumped.
Nope.
I had all
You
my
only
Red
got-
Sox.
Only one comment,
I only had my.
Do have to go to
I
Fenway.
only had one comment.
and that was on the way back. You didn't even get.
We
a
should
comment.
go to
And it was on the
Fenway
train.
next. And we'll see if we get jumped as Yankee fans.
Yeah,
Wait,
maybe.
what did he tell me to do? Clean something up because I was wearing a Red Sox shirt?
Yeah, on the train back to Fairfield.
Yeah, whatever. You know what? He was drunk. I don't really care.
Yeah.
I was like, I gotta wear it. Like, I'm not coming to a Yankee game without my Red Sox stuff on.
Yeah,
You guys made me think I was gonna like actually get like killed or something.
because I thought you were.
Yeah, we would expect that. Like you guys were getting trashed when you had like all the other Red Sox fans. Like I don't know why you decided to wear Red Sox when they were versus the Diamondbacks, but
There was not a single
All right, well, tell
Red
me
Sox
tell me
fan.
what
Not
you
a
would wear.
single
What would
one.
you wear to Fenway?
I
if
just
they
wear
were
like
playing?
regular
just regular
stuff.
That's it,
yeah.
really? You wouldn't
Yes.
wear Yankee stuff?
When I went
No.
to the Mets Blue Jays game, I was too scared to wear Yankees stuff because I thought the Mets fans would like have a field day.
You know what?
But they
You
didn't.
live and learn.
You were fun, except for that. Like some people were like telling you to.
You getting heckled on the
person.
train.
Fuck off.
That was
person.
it.
It was just one person.
One person
Yeah.
heckled you on the train. But
Someone said no. I think someone when we were on the bleachers, some guy was like, he's at the wrong game or something. I don't know what's wrong with him.
Yeah.
I think someone said that about
I don't
you
remember
because
this at all.
you had the. I don't know if you heard it, but I think I did.
Yeah.
I
To
think-
start, we were at the bleachers for roll call in right field. That was cool.
That
I've
was
never
sick.
been
It was
a part
freezing.
of roll call. I don't
You
care.
sit-
It was
Why-
cool to be a part of roll call.
Wait, that's like a that's
That's a thing.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it always have like they always do like, we're in judge, and then
they do
the
like a movement or
players now
something.
they are into
They
it
answer
and
it.
they answer
Wait,
it,
did
yeah.
they never do that before? I didn't know if that was a new thing.
It's pretty.
It's been
new,
around.
right? It's
I thought it's been
relatively new. It's
Yeah,
not, like,
I thought that was
been-
pretty cool.
It's not been years. It's probably.
I
been-
thought it was pretty cool that they
Yeah.
did that. Like Aaron Judge turned around, he's like,
Yeah. But it was
Yeah.
your first time at Yankee Stadium. Did you like it?
yeah, it was a nice park. It's easy to like. Obviously, the train makes it easy. Not that Fenway isn't like isn't any harder. Like it's the same. Like you can take the subway, but
Do you like that or
I never-
Fenway Park better?
it's not a park. I'm always gonna take Fenway every time, but like I'm glad I went and yeah, I don't know. It wasn't. Nick and I were waiting in lines for food that were just insanely long, trying to find him a
Shocker.
coffee.
But no, I didn't get. Yeah, there was no coffee in sight in Yankee Stadium. Not a
It was
single.
cold, and
coffee.
he wanted his coffee.
I did.
Couldn't find
Sorry. But I did get last week. I got the cup with the chicken tenders. This time we split the bucket.
Yeah.
of chicken
I got the
tenders.
bucket.
Really
too.
And the
good.
Nathan's
That's the
fries.
first time I've
They
had
were
that.
so good. Nathan's
Yeah.
fries and Nathan's chicken.
It's just the only
so
thing.
good.
Again, the thing is the cold. Like I was eating it, and then I was down to the fries, and the fries were cold because it was just windy. And then by the time I got to the fries, they weren't even good because it was.
No, they were still good cold.
And then
I
the
love that.
next night
Right.
was actually warm. But that was the
But
night.
we were back here in
yeah,
Fairfield.
we were
so-
back here, but if we were at
That
that,
was the
game,
boogie. That was the boogie concert.
yes.
Oh yeah, let's shift into the boogie concert.
Let's shift to boogie.
Yeah, DJ Paulie D and
So
A Boogie were here.
overhyped. So overhyped. Nah.
I enjoyed it.
Ah.
I liked DJ Paulie D because I'm a fan of
But,
Jersey
like,
Shore. He did a good job.
I don't think he did. He did not.
All
He
had to
hyped
do
up
was
the
DJ.
crowd.
My sister does that. Like it wasn't that.
No, but
that
it's
special.
because he's from the show and he was like,
Yeah, but
cabs are
the
here and all that
songs-
stuff.
it was cool
know,
for about 5
the
minutes.
songs
No,
weren't
I
that good. They
enjoyed
could've done
everything.
better.
I had a field day with him there. I
I
loved
don't
it.
know.
Maybe
Jersey
because
Shore.
I recognize him and I watched
Yeah,
his
yeah.
show.
Okay,
I'm
that's
sure.
fair, but I didn't
Yeah.
recognize either. Like I don't listen to.
Well, I don't listen to A Boogie either.
Yeah.
But he did a good job.
No. Like
I don't
I
know.
thought it was fine for what we paid. Like I think.
Okay,
I think that's what
$25
Spotto said.
$25
like,
tickets,
we
yeah,
paid
you get
$25 for a ticket, and that's what it was worth. Like nothing
more.
special, nothing crazy.
The thing is, look, I don't
It was
get
fun, though.
people like. Why would you go to a rap concert? Like, don't you want to listen to someone who has like actual talent instead of like auto tune? Or
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
the
he didn't
entire-
sing that
He
much.
didn't sing that
I
much.
It was a
I
lot
think
of
that's
recording.
the problem with rap concerts is that
They have no-
play their song.
It's so
So
annoying.
they're just
Like, I
doing
wanna hear you
like
sing.
They're
Like,
just
I
doing like
don't wanna yeah, right. That's all.
yeah,
it is.
let's get it like that. Like it's like not really them singing. So like
My comparison was like I'm going to see. I've already mentioned this, but Morgan Wallen and
Like, he'll actually sing.
He's gonna sing every song.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a live recording. Like he'll have obviously like a track in his ear, like how everyone does
Mm-hmm.
it. But like you don't hear it, and all you hear is his voice and nothing else. Like there's nothing else behind it, and I think that's just like it defeats the purpose of going to see a concert because like you can just listen to the same song
right.
on Spotify.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, why
I
would you-
I think like that's the problem. Only with rap though that they do
Yeah,
that.
right, which
Because
is, like-
if you look at like a rock concert, like they don't do
They're all
that.
singing.
They sing it. Country same. I don't know about pop. Like I've never been to like a let's like the Weeknd, right? Like that they're performing in
MetLife.
in New Jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah, at MetLife. Like is he gonna? I think he'll actually sing,
Yeah.
but
More than a boogie, but I don't think
Yeah.
it's gonna be fully
not as much as like a country or rock.
right.
Yeah.
All right.
Because it's all on you. But, it also took him a while to come out on stage.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
took his
he-
sweet ass time. Came
Yep.
out with the J,
No,
smoking the
Paulie
J.
D came out prompt. He was 8 to 9, and that was it. And then Boogie took his time.
Waited a half
Yeah.
an hour. For
Yeah,
that
he
dance.
waited. He made us wait.
But yeah, he came out. I first I didn't think like like it's a school function. I thought that he wasn't gonna curse or do anything.
Yeah, no,
But
he went
came out
all in,
with,
all
like
in.
a joint, and like I was like, wow.
Yeah, he went
This
all in.
guy's got.
Yeah.
He's like yeah.
Yeah.
just-
Yeah, but before the
Was
concert
himself.
started, I was convinced that Drake was gonna be here because they kept playing Drake songs. It wasn't that far fetched, but like after 3 songs
Yeah.
of Drake's,
Well,
I'm
you
like,
looked it up.
Maybe it's a hint. Oh, and then we
You
Googled,
looked up if they
we
were
Googled
besties.
it. We Googled it. Is A Boogie friends with Drake? And it said yes, they're friends. So I was like, can't be that far fetched.
Yeah.
But Drake didn't come out, and
And we have a video.
Oh yeah, let's take a look at the video.
Breakdown. Nick?
They keep playing Drake songs. And we Googled it. A Boogie is friends with Drake. So I think Drake is here tonight. He's a celebrity guest. He's a celebrity guest. He's got to be celebrity
He's
guest.
gotta be here.
I mean, can you blame me?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yes, you can.
No.
Drake's not coming to Sacred Heart.
Yeah. But wishful thinking, right? Yeah. But it was fun. We'll see what happens next year, right? Next year's concert.
Yeah. I hope they do like I don't know.
Yeah, I want to.
Maybe it'll be Drake next year.
I'd love to know how much
Maybe.
they paid for him to come. Just I don't know.
Yeah.
Because
I thought it was gonna be way more packed than it was, though. Like the arena was not that.
It wasn't packed, but where we were was packed.
Yeah,
like the
the
floor,
floor- We were on the
was
floor.
packed.
yeah, right.
But yeah, I thought it was gonna be.
I
a
thought the
packed
whole thing
house.
was gonna be like,
right.
sold out. So like tickets are going fast. Yeah, right. I don't think so.
Yeah.
They weren't going fast.
And again, we should not have gone at 8 a.m.
No, big mistake.
that morning.
Nope.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, now moving on. Nick wants to talk about. We went to a play this weekend.
Yeah. American Idiot.
And
And
that
I
was
have
for
some
Nick's
comments.
class.
Yeah, I had to go see
Me
it
and
for
Cleary
class.
went just to see it.
We were good friends.
As
We were
good
good
friends.
friends.
As good friends, they accompanied me. and Sacred Heart students, they put it on, and I didn't love the play. Now, hold on. I'm going to be totally clear about this. They were very talented people, and they could sing, but I did not understand the show at all. And it was a lot of randomness and a lot of, it was a lot. And I didn't understand a thing that they were doing.
Yeah, I think the problem...
But you understood everything.
Well, yeah, I understood it because you have to listen to, like, when it was a musical, so, like, you have to listen to the lyrics.
What that is.
Because,
yes, I do.
Like,
they didn't stop for an hour and a half. They went straight
Again,
through.
my comparison was Hamilton. Have you ever seen Hamilton?
No.
You have to see Hamilton.
Yeah, that's
know what
why.
I saw?
I used to have a Hamilton, like, craze back in middle school.
I loved it. I
went to see it.
Was it that good?
And
yes.
Well, the first
You
time
need
I
to go.
it was good. But the first time I went, I listened to the songs on Spotify, and I was
You
like,
gotta listen to them before.
right.
Yeah.
I was listening to them on Spotify, and I knew the songs, but I thought there was like dialogue in between that was missing. All of a sudden, I'm like,
nope.
Where the hell do they talk about the story?
Yeah.
They sung the entire time, and that's what the story is. That's what a musical is.
Yeah. But you know what? I went in last January. I went to see the Michael Jackson musical on Broadway, and I loved it. I think maybe because I know his songs, and they told his story through his songs, like the Jackson 5 and
they
stuff
didn't
like that.
stop, right?
Well, they had an intermission, and
No,
there was a
not
couple
that.
lines.
That's not what I meant.
There was a couple lines.
Yeah,
but
that's what I
it was mainly songs.
Right.
But there was dialogue too. Like this had no dialogue, and I didn't understand. Who is this person? Who's that person? So I did not enjoy the show. But everybody in the show was talented.
Yeah.
So, round of applause for them. But
The songs sounded pretty.
I never listened to Green Day, but it was good songs. Like
I don't know how much of it. I don't know. I think the way, like the production of it, like sounded very similar to, like what I've heard, like listening to Green Day, like the actual band. So I don't know. I think it was very like.
It's very punk.
Yeah, but
the whole show was
feel
punk.
Of it. It was nice, like because that's
what
what
they
they
are.
are.
Yeah, Green Day's a punk band.
They did a good job replicating like the actual feel of what it would be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think they did a nice job.
And you know what it is? Like, I don't know, but I got so invested into it that like I was like wow, like I felt the emotion that those guys were like happy. Like one guy's a drug addict, and I'm like, please, like I was in the audience. I'm like, please just get out of the drug addiction.
Yeah.
Just get out of the drug addiction, please. The other guy was in the war and he lost his leg, and then the other guy was dealing with the teen pregnancy. I was like, what the hell is this? I thought we were watching a play about how Green Day became a band. What the hell is this?
Yeah. There was so many different
It was deep.
situations going on that I was like, it was too much for me to kind of comprehend. But I will say they were supposed to come off as like musty people, and I could feel that.
Right,
like, I was like,
right.
they are musty. They kept saying, I haven't showered, and I was like, yeah, looks like it. But so they did a great job.
So costume and makeup did a great job.
Yeah, they did a great job. Acting did a great job, but it's just a bad show. Bad show.
Well, that's a
It's
little
your
harsh.
opinion. Yeah,
It's not
I thought
harsh,
it was
it's
good.
just
I thought it
honest.
was good.
I thought
I
it was
don't know.
honest. I'm just being honest,
Yeah,
But maybe next year they'll do something a little better.
yeah, we'll see.
Maybe.
All right, so moving on. Kaliri's question.
Oh, here we go. Do you have something
Let's-
special? Big surprise
Let's
for
pray
number
to
10?
God
It's not
that there's
big-
not another 3.
Number 10.
I can't take it anymore.
It's not big surprises. It's just a question. I don't need to. I
Big
don't,
surprises.
Unlike you, I don't need to. Boost everything up to be.
This was special. You didn't like this?
Bro, we had to clean this up. After
Who cares? It was funny. It's
You
fun.
have to
Yeah,
clean
look
up
at this.
more now.
Yeah.
No.
All right, let's hear your question.
All right. Would you rather labor under?
Here's another one. Bam.
Extreme. I was gonna.
Okay.
Go. All right. Damn.
Would you rather labor under extreme heat or extreme cold, like outside labor?
Cold, because I could always bundle up. As you guys know, I'm very cold all the time, so I'm always wearing
Okay,
my
but can you make the
layers.
same argument for the heat? Can you take off layers and not have?
I do extreme heat
Smell,
probably too.
No, I can't.
Instead.
In the summer, I always remember running in the summer or something like that, like with sports or rowing. It was really hot. I hated the heat. I
Actually,
hated
yeah,
sweating.
yeah. No, I'd probably do cold because
Yeah.
we used to do like construction in the heat, and I had like jeans on.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I
but you
couldn't
could take the
take
jeans
it.
off.
It was construction.
Right, but you could. I'm saying like you could do things.
You take the jeans off, you slice your
Yeah,
leg
I'm
as you're
gonna-
cutting
Right,
a
but-
2x4.
Right, I'm gonna nail hammers with my underwear on.
It's not construction. Like if it's any job.
You're gonna hammer nails.
Any job? Like
if say-
I'm fine with like working at a restaurant and it's extreme heat because then you can go in and out. I did that too one time, but like if you're fully outside doing like hard labor, nah, give me the cold. I'll bundle up.
Yeah. Gloves, hat, socks, pants.
I'll take the warmth. I think like
Really?
yeah, cause like I don't know.
Well, you're used to working the warm stuff. You're a lifeguard.
I'm yes, but like
Extreme hot though.
Yeah, but then,
it's not,
like-
it's not just
okay,
hot. It's extreme.
How about in the Mojave Desert? Ooh, got
okay,
him.
but how about in Antarctica then?
All right, I'll nail 2x4s in Antarctica.
Gloves.
Got him.
No, it's the same argument. It's the same thing. We're saying the same thing.
No,
What?
we're not.
No, we're
You're
not.
telling
You're
me
saying
hot. You
God,
said
The hottest
cold.
place on earth, and then I'm saying the coldest place on earth, and you somehow are telling me that I'm wrong.
No, I'm not.
That's yes, you are.
I didn't say he was wrong. Did I say he was wrong?
No.
No.
I think he's just. I think he's just conveying his point and you're conveying yours.
Yeah.
My mic's fine.
Yeah, it's okay.
All right. Well, I would take the warmth because I'm assuming it's summer.
But you know what? I am looking forward to the warmer days ahead. Coming up summer.
Yep.
Yeah.
You guys.
Okay.
No, we can't wait.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
You
All
see,
right.
number 10, the ideas just keep flowing.
Yeah.
Conversation just keeps going.
Good question, Clear.
Yeah, great job.
Let's go
Thank
to
you,
Nick
thank you.
Feelgood story of the week.
Yeah, my feel-good story is actually provided by you this week.
Oh
It was-
my God, he used it.
I am going to use it.
I did not think he was
You're
using
welcome.
this.
You're welcome. It was of a man being chased by these little golden retriever puppies. It was so cute.
It was very cute.
Yeah, let's take a look.
Life could be a dream if I could take you up in paradise up above. If you would tell me I'm the only one that you love, life could be a dream, sweetheart.
Wasn't that a cute video? Thank you
I-
for finding that.
You're welcome.
You know, I love dogs. I love the puppies.
So I knew you would like it, so I was like, all right, this is the feel good story of the week. I actually saw it. I think it was like the day or so after we recorded last week's episode, and I was like, I got a new feel good story for next week.
Yeah, no, I appreciated it because sometimes the story it's a slow news day in America, so I appreciate
Need something
it.
good.
All
Yeah.
you need is some puppies and you'll be happy.
And I'm
you know?
I'm done. You got it. I love the puppies. So but yeah, really, yeah, you can clean that up now. But all right, well, I think that wraps up
Yeah.
episode 10.
We gotta go
of the
clean this
Stickball
mess up.
Chat. It's all right.
Courtesy of Nick.
As always, follow us on our social media, Instagram and YouTube at Stickball Podcast. And here's to another 10. God bless.
God bless. A little behind the scenes. This is
After Stickball Chat.
Thank you, Nick.
No,
Look at this. Are we serious?
Well, you said no big surprises, and I delivered.
Unbelievable.
It's in your hair, in the back. Yep, there it is. It's still there.
It's still there?
Yeah.
There's nothing there.
Get down on your knees and do some work.
Oh yeah. All right.